Hey, Dan here, and in this video I am answering a question sent in from Camilla from Ecuador. Now, it was quite a long question, but the gist of it is Camilla is 16 and she's wondering what to do with her life. And for whatever crazy reason, the school system is making her choose what she wants to do at 16. So somehow you expect someone who, no offense to anyone who's 16, but you don't really know what you want to do in life most of the time, and yet you have to make that choice. And Camilla is wondering, should she study psychology? Because she is an INFP, she's kind of creative, interested in people, I suppose, and this is what her friends are telling her. But she is worried about whether she can get a job, earn money, all that sort of thing. So should you study psychology? That's what I'm boiling it down to here. And the answer is, well, it depends what you want to do. But psychology is one of the best majors there is, okay? I'm not just saying that because I majored in psychology. And I'll be honest, when I majored in psychology, part of why I did was it seemed like it would be fairly easy. There were more girls than guys in the classes, and it was kind of interesting, right? Turned out, as you might imagine, knowing my channel, I love psychology and it's become like the center of my life. Psychology can have huge value in terms of making money. Two of the richest men in the world and the best investors, Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's business partner, and Ray Dalio, who is a awesome dude. I'm just reading his book right now. Both talk about psychology more than just about anything else in terms of how they invest. I'm going to do some other videos on these topics, but many rich investors have been quoted saying that they wish they had have studied psychology, or that psychology is far more important than economics in terms of figuring out the market and making money. So psychology is people, right? It's the study of humans, and let's think. Where could it be valuable to know about humans? I mean, do humans really get involved in anything? Business, no, there's no humans involved with business. Computers, no humans really involved in computers. Mark Zuckerberg, he just majored in psychology, minored in computer science, and it's not important. I'm sure psychology has nothing to do with the success of Facebook or anything. It's not totally based on, human nature and manipulating people and all that. Totally not. Yeah, you get my point. Psychology is the basis of just about everything we do. And if you're wired towards more of the liberal arts side, psychology, English, history, all this sort of thing, you're not kind of wanting to be an engineer or a doctor or something, then psychology is pretty awesome. It is super interesting. It has a huge importance in terms of how we live our lives, in terms of basically any role you get into. If you want to get into, business, marketing, obviously counseling, or working directly with people, it's a good degree as well. So yes, I would say psychology is a good degree. And I want to, deepen this discussion a little bit, or maybe broaden is actually the right word, in terms of when you're choosing what you want to study, should you be basing it on how you're going to make money? I almost majored, well, not that almost, but there was a chance of me majoring in accounting because it paid well. Yeah, kill me now. I mean, think of what you'd be watching right now. I probably wouldn't have a YouTube channel at all, right? The reason is I did the stupid thing that so many people do, is I looked at jobs, what they pay, opportunities for hiring after college and all this sort of stuff, and something like accounting or programming jumps out. It's cool if you like that, but if you don't like it, here's the thing. First, if you become an accountant or follow the money, but you don't enjoy it, by the time you're 30, you're going to be one of my clients and you'll be calling me being like, I hate my life, I need to quit my job and figure out my purpose. So now you've just wasted 10 years being an accountant and you're starting fresh at being an artist or, a freelancer or an entrepreneur or something like that. You're not going to have a fulfilling 40-year accounting career if you hate it, okay? The other thing is, in any profession, in anything in the world, you can make a lot of money if you're good. One rule I live by is that 90% of people are bad at what they do for a living. That's what they choose to do for a living. Maybe I'm a pessimist, but this has been my experience. Very few people are actually any good at what they do. That's bad news if you need to hire people or, deal with people like doctors or lawyers or accountants. This rule applies to all of them. I can't tell you how many accountants I've met with or lawyers where I somehow know more than them about a lot of things. The point is that if you become good at something, it's not that hard to become one of the best because most people don't. And you'll end up making a lot of money if you're a good writer, a good designer, a good, artist of any sense, a good any number of things. You can make a lot of money, and so you don't have to worry about the financial side. Don't look at averages, like the average person in this profession earns this much, unless you're planning on having an average life. If you're planning on having an average life, look up the average divorce rate, look up the average obesity rates, look up the average incomes, and you'll get very depressed, and then you'll have a very average life. Instead, realize that if you want to be an outsider and become one of the best at what you do, work to become a better person, blah, 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 then you're going to do just fine financially. So why not pick an area where you're going to be happy in, and that's going to give you that extra, juice to actually succeed. Another thing with this is, I know this is like the rant of a madman video here, I apologize. But the other thing is, if you do something you enjoy, your odds of succeeding are much higher, right? So a lot of people look at safe, stable jobs and they say, okay, this job's really easy. It's like a good guaranteed income, so I'll do that, and I'm more likely to succeed than if I do like this thing over here that I really want to do and I'm passionate about. But remember, psychology is everything. Human beings, right? If you're not motivated for this thing over here and you're like bitter and you don't like the job, then do you really think you're going to succeed in it? You're probably going to self-sabotage. You're probably going to put in minimal effort and all that. Where this thing over here that you really like, you're going to stay up extra late, like learning about it, becoming better. You're going to be always improving yourself, putting in extra hours. So you're much more likely to make more money and be more successful doing the thing you actually enjoy than if you just, follow where you think will make money or be stable or whatever else. So if you follow this advice and you do end up being homeless, don't blame me. I do apologize. But more than likely, you'll look back 10 years from now and just be very happy that you've chosen to follow, I want to say follow your heart, but just follow your personality, follow who you are, and do that rather than trying to conform and live an average life. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this, do subscribe to the channel. If you want to send me your own question, you can do so at dreamsaroundtheworld.com/askdan. There's a link in the description for that as well. And until next time, thanks for watching. Have an awesome day.